2nd Ezra 7 and 44. I'll start at 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory.
Nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory.
Yeah.
They showing you that those chains are going to be busted off of us, man. Yeah. And then comes what? Hey, the new body. Hey, so no more literal chains of darkness either, right? Hey, but now you're a new creature within Yahweh Shai. Hey, with the new heart written within you, right? Meaning what the laws and the inward parts. And now the tides have turned to where they have become your servants.
Right. And when you think about it, these heathens, they've always felt entitled to our oppression because we went off against the Heavenly Father. Mm-hmm. Like it was that in Jeremiah 50 where it says, we offend not because they sinned against their
maker. It's and what is it in?
It's in Jeremiah 50.
Okay. I'm thinking the one in Judith.
Found it?
All that found them that have devoured them.
Read it.
Yeah, read it. Call it.
Jeremiah 50 and 7.
Yep.
All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh and the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of the fathers, of their fathers.
Right. So when the Lord changed that dynamic to where we're no longer able to go off and go against them, they can't oppress us anymore. That's pretty much the end of that chapter. You can't come and take us from our land. You can't come and possess our land and possess us and lead us captive. You can't serve yourselves of us, use us to build up. None of that. You will not be able to oppress them that have gotten the victory. Who ultimately paved the way for us to get that victory? Yahweh Shai. Yeah. So that's how we're going to overcome this devil, is through Yahweh Shai. That's why it also says, going back to Revelation 12, and he overcame them by the blood of the Lamb, right? And by the testimony. This is all part of that testimony.
I could throw this in. King David said, only against you have I sinned. So when we make it right with the Heavenly Father, we make it right with the world. We won't ever be up under nobody. And it's through the testimony that the elect will believe that will be saved by. That's what the word you just used. And we'll be able to get the victory. What did he say? But that's how we're gonna win. Through the faith in that testimony, by the belief in that testimony.
Yep.
Right? That's key to this.
I got a precept. Someone has something? This is Judith 5 and 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against his people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. Excuse me.
This is why this devil got to continue to play that accuser role, where he got to just keep building the case on us, to make it seem to the Heavenly Father like we're just the way these Christians and the vocabs of this world addresses us. It's as if we're responsible for why all this wickedness in the earth is happening.
Yeah.
That's at least that's how they treat us, or that's how they paint the narrative. Like, damn, so are we the reason why these birds is falling out the skies?
Yeah.
Dead ducks on the seashore.
Yeah. Whales beaching themselves.
Whales beaching themselves. We're responsible for that.
Yeah.
A nation with no power at all, no control of any industry.
Yeah.
But we're the problem, the source of all evil.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why, ultimately the Lord, he's gonna justify his elect. You know, they're gonna be justified. There's no guile found in their mouths. This devil know what we're saying is the truth. But he's the adversary. Their job is to be in opposition.
Yeah.
We pose a threat to his whole operation, his whole enterprise, because we're combating that left hand wickedness. All right, that's what's that in Sirach 33. The Lord has made two manner of people,
yep.
one against another.
Good is set against
Good
evil.
is set against evil.
Uh-huh.
You know, the godly versus the sinner versus the ungodly.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's all this is.
Deuteronomy 4:5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Yeah, kind, because in the position that we're in now, we've been disobedient unto the law, statutes, and commandments that God Bashim al-Shai said. So we're in the position of where we're the offscourging of the earth. You know, we're lowly, where Esau and the rest of these heathen have gotten over us, you know, to where we're just at the bottom of the barrel, man. But that all changes through Yahweh Shai, man. Through the elect receiving that victory, you know? You grab that.
Verse 8, it says, and what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
Yeah, those same laws, statutes, and judgment will be upheld in the kingdom, man. And that's why that government, starting with Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, and the rest of the elect. What the scripture says in Isaiah 2, the law shall go forth out of Zion. That's going to be the standard upon the earth, man. So the same problems in which we're facing here on earth, like you were saying, birds falling out the sky and whales beaching themselves, that's going to be non-existent, man, because he is going to be taken out of power, you know? That's why also in what's that, Sirach 10, the scripture saying, yeah, it says the Lord set up on that prophet.
Lamentations.
Probably start off like at 2 or something.
10 was what I had.
Because the vibration of the world is really of the man that's in power. He has all the influence. He has all the, you know, the technology. He has it all. So he's been able to influence the world. This whole arms race for this fourth industrial revolution, who is it all coming from?
Yep.
It's coming from him.
Yeah.
And the world is just following suit.
They're using the world to basically push their agenda, as using China, Sweden, several other European countries as a pilot to what they want to do. You know, and America's the last. You said, I won't say the last victim, the last stone. Yeah. Because it's nothing to get these other nations in line. All you have to do is threaten them with war. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all like the Tower of Babel happening again.
Yep.
All these nations, you know, coming together for this purpose. It's to defy the Most High.
Yeah.
That's what this whole thing is about. We don't need babies to be naturally born through a regular woman at natural birth. We got artificial embryos now.
Yeah.
We got gene splicing and all that other stuff. We don't need to eat natural food from the earth anymore. That's outdated. We can print your food now.
We need pharmaceuticals and not natural herbs.
Right.
We don't need any meat. We're going to give you these bugs.
Yeah.
Really, the whole order when the scripture say, the Allahim saying it was good, and he is like, nah, it wasn't good enough. You know, that word goes into perfect, man, and in order. And he is saying, I can do better, you know? And he's challenging the Most High on every level, really. Because just as something as simple as procreation, man. He's saying, oh, well, that process isn't good enough, you know? Well, you can't make babies as perfect as I can. well, you can't choose what genes. Hey, if we want the baby to be 6'7" with blue eyes and dark skin, hey, why isn't that? Why can't we do that? That's how E is moving, man. Like a Sims.
You know, I was a God created player.
Yeah.
Sirach 42 and 21, based off what you said. He have garnished the excellent works of his wisdom, and he is from everlasting to everlasting. Unto him may nothing be added, neither can he be diminished. And he have no need of any counsel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, because it was made all in the correct divine order, man. Hey, and balance, right? The perfect was Yahweh Shai, man. Other than that, hey, there is no other perfect except Yahweh himself, right? But creation was made in its perfection, man.
Yeah. When it says nothing can be added unto him, like you said, his creation is an extension of him. So when Esau come and say, "Oh no, we really didn't need this. This didn't need to be created. So we can take that away and add this instead." Or, you know, this is how it is, but we can add more to it and make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like something that's
it's like what?
just real quick, something simple as bees in the atmosphere. We don't need that. No, that keeps the balance and the harmony. It's something just that simple. That one little animal, insect, can change the whole ecosystem. That's how perfect he made it.
Down to microorganisms, man. Like when you come spraying all them pesticides and shit, it's not just it's the plants and the creeping creatures that's over there too. But it's stuff that can't be seen with the naked eye that you affect too.
Yeah. I was thinking all of this shit is the food has become the drugs now. So it's like when you intake, you think you're eating something organic or healthy, that's drugs. It's chemicals. It made me think, like, you know how they say pimps control women sometimes by drugs. It's similar. So that's another device Esau's going to use to control the masses with the drugs, which we think are food, which is actually pharmaceuticals. You know.
Hey, that's why it's the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, because it's one and the same. You know, he makes sure that the pharmaceuticals that you don't get directly from him are pushed in your food. Exactly. They shouldn't be together.
Did you read down to 24?
No,
Yeah, read down to 24.
back in Sirach 42, verse 22, it says, "Oh, how desirable are all his works, and that a man may see even to a spark. All these things live and remain forever for all uses, and they are all obedient."
And it's all obedient. All to the Most High's liking. Everything is in line and in tune with the will of the Heavenly Father, man. And Esau, he thinks he's going against the grain.
Yeah.
But you're doing exactly what the Lord wants you to do.
Yep.
You had a perfect purpose.
You're the perfect devil. It's already recorded in the scriptures that you was going to destroy the earth in your possession.
Yeah.
Because the earth is given into your hands. You know, that was a blessing that you was gonna have to do with heaven, the fatness of the earth. You're gonna have all this to you. But look at the condition that you have in it. And you the only one saying, "Hey, the Lord did make imperfections, and we're trying to make we're trying to tweak it in our fashion to make it perfect." And all it's doing is just further deteriorating the earth. It's further contaminating and polluting the earth.
Yeah, because look at how unprofitable your ways into the earth have been, man. Hey, you've told people that eating shellfish, was a luxury, right? Hey, but then here it is, you got problems of animals killing themselves because the water is too toxic, right?
Yeah.
So it's obvious that you have no clue how to run things, man. Everything under your rule has been defiled.
He's counterproductive in every way. You complaining about carbon emissions, and then you cutting down all the fucking trees that's purifying the air.
Yeah, that's why when we go into Sirach 39, it says all these things were made for the principal use of men. Hey, and then it goes into fire, wood, blood of the grape. What do you say?
Honey?
Yeah, honey, salt. Basically, when you look at all those industries, hey, he fucked them all up, man.
to where they all those things beneficial into life are now detrimental to your life in some way. And now you have offputs of salt. Like,
And he did it to capitalize.
Exactly. Yeah.
He contaminated it. Then he, put patents on shit.
Yep.
After he took the resources, then he went and just like, all right, now let's peddle. Let's slang it now.
Yeah.
And got and generated billions of dollars off of those key industries.
Made that just an industry in itself.
Right.
The salt industry, the honey industry, whatever.
He took the oil and came up with the pharmaceuticals, the conventional.
Oh yeah,
medicine.
yeah.
Petroleum.
I was asking this brother, like, we alone in the kingdom. Remember last week I tell you, I wonder what is the proper use for all that oil that's stored in the earth. If obviously it's not to take out and refine and put in cars and put in fucking medicine. We'll know all these things in the kingdom, but you see how.
All blood on earth.
Yeah.
Yes, the blood.
It's the lubrication.
Yeah. Probably.
Crazy earthquakes.
Yep. Landslides and shit.
Yeah, because and even that process in itself, like you were saying, through the earthquakes, the process of fracking to get this stuff out of the earth. He's pumping water, which the water is toxic. He's pumping that water back into the earth to push the oil out of the earth.
And
Yeah.
the viscosity is different.
Exactly.
The density of it is
the thickness,
different. You
man.
can't expect it to hold the same weight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's going at that speed.
I got a quick thing. Job 30 and 8. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were violent in the earth. It's talking about Esau Edom.
Wow.
If I can say that, because you don't know, you speak. That's why Esau, man, that's why he tears up the earth, man. You can't do right. He's a fool. Let me say this real quick. That's what you said, because you got to understand this man is the perfect devil. That like the brother said, he's the perfect devil. His job is to be perfect at wickedness, to show why you shouldn't be wicked. He's the perfect example of all wickedness encompassed in his actions, in his motives, and all of that. So it's an example, a red flag example unto us to be like, this is why you don't do this.
Right.
This is what everybody on the earth should be saying. This is why you don't rule this way. This is why you don't frack. This is why you don't change the nutrients in food. This is why you don't take out the shellfish from the oceans and take the bees out the air. And
it's really for our people to understand what this man is.
Yeah.
Exactly. And this is why you don't. And this is why you don't market all of this for personal gain. And I was thinking about Gad making deals with E back in the colonial times. It was like, hey, we want to buy this land from you. It was like, buy the land. Okay. What you gonna give me? Because it's for everybody. And Dave Chappelle had a joke that went with that. He was like, yeah, why you at it? You want to make a deal for the air?
But look at it now.
But this nigga was like, that's a great idea.
Right.
And now he's building up and charging you for living up.
Put a pipeline through your water supply.
Yeah.
And threaten you to get the hell up out of there before he take you up.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Shoot you.
We got a leak in the pipeline.
I got that word.
He set up a damn rocket. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember that shit. The Lakota
Yep.
pipeline. Put that pipeline through
Is there a reservation?
their reservation,
Yeah.
their water supply. And they even had fucking, they was shooting tear gas at them because they was protesting.
Yes.
cold.
Then
And it was cold as hell. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was cold as
They,
hell.
then they had snipers out there too.
They had snipers and they set up a damn rocket launcher. This man is, And see, us speaking out about these things, this is why Esau's going to try to clamp down on us.
Yeah.
We're going to set up a task force, to combat any anti-Sim rhetoric and Christian and all that stuff. Just cut to the chase, man.
Yeah.
Be talking to us.
He-
Setting out a task force to come directly at us, man.
Yeah. And he puts his legislation in place now, so a year, 2 years down the line, all you got to see, it's already written in law. We can we do this? Oh yeah, we already got the law. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. Give him the green light.
How dare you call us out? And that's why he's considered the violent earth. I got this word vile in the online item. It says morally repugnant. That word repugnant. It means it says incompatible, inconsistent, hostile, distasteful.
So there's a comedian, Louis C.K. I don't know if y'all know about this, right? He said, yeah, we really hate the earth because we just I don't know what's wrong with us because we're not meant to be here. So everything that's natural to earth, we try to change it. Oh my God, the ground is too hard. Let's make beds. Oh my God, it's too hot. Let's make air conditioning. Oh my God, the sun is too bright. Let's make like everything. Oh, the ground is too soft. It was just too hard. Now it's too soft. Let's put concrete. This man finds a reason to change all the stuff that was made perfect way back in Genesis. But it's still a thing,
The scriptures say he's never satisfied. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful how I use the word incompatible, man. That's the overall perspective of why he got to be put out of the earth. He's incompatible with the Most High. Everything else, like this brother, one of y'all brothers said earlier, it's easy for the heathens to get in line. It's gonna be easy for them to, it's gonna take some ass with them. This man is just completely contrary in every way.
Yeah. But the heathens, like you said, it's we and brother were talking about it last night. The heathens, except for Esau, they are almost like naturally servants. They'll even in this captivity. But Esau, like you like your brother know, you go to these heathen restaurants, we go to Elam and they're happy to serve us almost. Oh yeah, come, Yeah, everyone's happy to serve us. So how much more in the kingdom? But Esau is the one we're really gonna have to beat and get right, because they,
they're adverse.
Yeah.
Like that breakdown of Moab being
Washpot.
You got there was some information going into like the particulars of that, like how their women work at those nail salons.
Yeah.
So they would pull out a vessel and put your feet in there and scrape it and wash it. And they're real good at it.
Yeah.
That's what that's going into. And they're supposed to be servants, man.
Yeah.
Not just them, all of them.
Well, yeah, kind.
Yeah.
That's even going back into the law where it talks about when you have a servant and he's an Israelite, you're not supposed to rule over him with rigor. But the heathen, your bondmen and bondwomen are supposed to be in the heathen.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be a possession to you. You do what the hell you want with your possession. So, shit, hey.
Back for the word vile, it says morally flawed.
Morally flawed. They don't have a set standard of morals. So why did you pick up the Bible, the book of morals, the moral standard? Why would you pick that book up? Because you knew what he said, Book of Eli, because I could get him to do what we want him to do if I just had the right words. You know these words hold power. This book is a weapon. It ain't right at the hearts of men.
A corrupt, wicked, of no value, of inferior quality, physically repulsive through filth or corruption, disgusting, foul, ugly, degrading, humiliating, of low estate, without worldly honor or esteem, shameful, dishonorable, lowborn, the Bauer, right? Which were the Rothschilds' real last name means peasant, man.
Yeah, Bauer family.
So dishonorable, lowborn, cheap, hideous. It says worthless.
Hey, you like literally using all the words to describe that one.
God.
Cheap, stingy.
Ignorance.
Yeah.
You saw the real black person.
Yep. Real nigga.
Yeah.
It says base. You know what the scripture said about that? Yep, basement.
Well, that's the word for vile. Still? Yeah.
Base. That's pretty much it right there.
Since you have more on
I'm gonna start at 1. 12:31. But now they that are younger than I had me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained.
More insignificant. And yeah, the white race came out of the dark skinned race. So yeah, they're literally younger, but more so they're the significance of their base. They're not a high stature of people morally, in how you measure a nation.
And what proved that was during the Dark Ages.
Yep.
When they were in the caves, it wasn't civilized. We had to teach them hygiene.
While they're
We had to
doing-
teach them how to speak.
Yeah.
while they're-
We civilized they
Hey,
ass, man.
that happened twice because it happened when they came over here.
Yep.
Yeah,
to the,
Dad had to teach
Dad
them
had
how
to teach them.
survive and-
Yeah, Gad taught them hygiene and how to survive. How to plant and grow crops and
Go take a bath.
yeah.
I was gonna say, while they're praying and living in caves and not bathing and shit, and that's still a trait they keep.
Bro.
I see the video today. She said when she get in the shower, first thing she washes her hair, and then kind of her face, and then she get out.
Yes, they don't wash their
Like,
legs.
just
They don't-
wash
yeah.
their- She's like, I only bathe once a week or once every 6 days anyway.
That's Edomites.
That's every
It's against their nature. So,
Yeah.
but trust me, it's more common than you think among them people. But while they're doing that old low level caveman type shit, we were inventing games like chess and playing, Robin Hood and them types of stories and
Yeah.
understanding.
Even going back to
We
high
were
school.
setting up universities back then.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, like languages like English, Spanish, French, French, Russian, all them languages were created by us. We had to teach Esau the languages.
Even plumbing, piping and plumbing, the aqueducts and that infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that was us too.
We had a whole system of, like you said, they had an aqueduct system. I want to say in the northeast. When Gad did, they had one in the ancient world where they had a way of.
I think they even had it set it up in Egypt.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I think I saw something where it was all buried, but they
Yeah.
had it, like vessels. Or
Yeah.
something.
It was like vessels that came off the Nile that would pump water to the crops.
That's irrigation.
They had a way to a proper way, or a righteous way to dispose of trash and waste. But what did Esau do when they went into those after the 1,000 years? They went into those castles, Dark Ages. They took a shit. They partied. They just
Another castle.
yeah. And then after they messed up this castle, they just went to another one.
Some of them were still shitty to this day.
Yeah. Hey, and you think about it. That's what Amalek does. That's where you get you get the term ghetto, because they would go to a land or a city and take all its resources, run it down, and then go to the next one.
Getting kicked out of every fucking place.
Yeah.
That's what he want to do with the planet.
It said, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yet, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness.
They only care about themselves. And look, they don't even care about all themselves. They don't care about the planet. Because like the elite families, they eat good. They eat good.
Right, the slogan is not make the world great again. Let's make America great again. Make Edomite supremacy great again. These devils, even the lowest of the devils that live out here, they do not care about the rest of the world. They're only concerned about them being able to haul their fucking boat to the lake and watching the football game today. That's their only concern. They do not care about the oceans, forests, all the problems of the world. They don't care about that, man.
Nor they're taking part in it.
Yeah, nor they're holding the higher elite race. The higher elites, they're not holding them accountable. They're just letting it happen.
So they start being defended.
Yeah.
It said, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
That kind of makes all the property during that time. Hey, when they were up in the mountains, man. It said braid is basically like they them grunting, right? So
Yeah.
brothers spoke about how we had to re-civilize them, through language and hygiene, so forth and so on.
It said they were driven forth among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks.
Yeah, you still see that type of infrastructure today, man. Hey, that's how we know we're still dealing with Esau Edom, man. Hey, you take a look at something like even this parking structure here. Hey, that's reminiscent of the same architecture. Hey, back in the modern Rome and same Petra, right? Hey, this is the same type of architecture because it's the same man. But he's just been reincarnated, like you always say. It's like a Call of Duty map with another skin on it, man. You know, it's Newtown, but it's Newtown 2025, you know?
And you look at this, also like, now look at this parking structure. This is even off.
Yeah.
Because a structure is only supposed to be 3 stories high. You know, so it shows you how just Esau can't even do regular shit, you know, right?
Yeah, he probably,
And also a building's supposed to have flat surfaces.
Yeah. They ain't supposed to have the,
skyscrapers, they're fucking sloped.
yeah,
You know, what's got with the Empire State Building?
yeah.
You know, it's all sloped off and shit. It's supposed to be flat. You know?
You got in New York City, you got fucking penthouses
yeah.
and fucking 100+ stories in the air, overlooking Central Park and the Hudson and all the like. Why would you even want to live up that fucking high? But that's the idea that these devils they get off on because that's their nature.
Bro, we would feel so uncomfortable living that high. Like I couldn't sleep at night. I'd be like, nah, man. Like,
One strong wind, bro, you're gonna feel it all.
They got no parachutes.
It's like remind me of the Tower of Babel. They're basically trying to exalt themselves into heaven, man. Quote unquote, right?
Verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. During that braid, they didn't have no language. Like the cave people. They don't have no language. That shit. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And now am I their song, I am their byword. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. Because ye have loosed my cord and afflicted me, they have also let loose the bridle before me. Upon my right hand rise the youth. They push away my feet, and they raise up against me the ways of their destruction. They mar my path, they set forth my calamity, they have no helper.
And these same individuals who were the lowest, they are now in power over us, man. Hey, when they're supposed to be less than servants, right? Hey, going back to Esau and Jacob, right? Hey, when the characteristic of Jacob was that he was plain man, which means it's Tom. When you look it up, it goes into morally upright, man, and moral, right? Versus Esau, who is the complete opposite. And we just read what the word vile, right? Immoral, repugnant, base, right? Hey, but he's in power, and look at what he's doing with it, man. Complete law, nothing on the earth is in order, man. Hey, he even went into the Amazon. I seen a documentary on it. He went into the Amazon, and he gave them fucking internet and tablets, man. And now those
They couldn't stop watching porn.
now they watching porn, man.
Videos and shit.
No, seriously, bro.
Yeah.
They're addicted. So it's like all the customs that they once did and the roles that the women had as far as gathering and the men were hunters. Hey, the production and their lives have changed dramatically, man. Because he decided to give them Wi-Fi, man.
And Esau, we know he knows exactly what he's doing when he does that shit.
Exactly.
It ain't like, oh well, they have a choice. Like, yeah, they do, but we know the mind is weak, so
Especially they coming from like a more primitive setting, so and they became more unproductive. The stuff that the women that they was doing, they not doing that no more.
They talk talking back at you.
There was another one, another area they went into, and those different tribes, they don't know nothing about the world that we know. They gave them fucking
Sprite.
Coca-Cola, pots,
Yeah.
and what's some shit?
Orange soda, cigarettes,
Vapes.
vapes.
They gave them vapes.
So now here it is. He gave him a drug, and they can only get re-up from him. Really, they're gonna try to find a way to get that now.
Yeah. Esau's MO, man. Gadites gave him, Esau gave him fire water, man. Yep. And heavy liquor. I mean, he's still drunk to this day. Fuck out.
Yeah.
Let me get this real quick. This is Habakkuk.
Hey, and we ultimately know that him, because the scriptures talk about, gifts destroying, the minds. And we know when Esau giving him that type of technology, he's ultimately going to end up trying to take that land from him. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because all the resources and how nutrient rich that soil is over there, hey, this devil does nothing, for his benefit.
In the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yo,
This is Habakkuk 2:15 in the Amplified Bible. It says, "Woe, judgment is coming to you who make your neighbors drunk." It's like who make your neighbors drink, who mix in your venom to make them drunk, so that you may look at their nakedness.
Yeah.
Go ahead, no, go ahead.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say what's the venom.
the venom is that philosophy, man. Hey, because
Lie.
it's far more than just one particular gift, man.
If you want to go deeper, that's this devil reverting back to his old serpent nature to get you to taste of that tree. He's passing that tree around to everybody.
yeah. And everyone, as it's passing, everyone is acting like it's so good.
Yeah.
Therefore, their neighbor, next person wants to, let me try it. It's like,
And the thing is, because being in this flesh, we're drawn to the pleasures of it. So when you take in this devil's wine, you start to eat of that tree, you start to grow attracted to it. You become addicted to it. But you don't realize the harmful effects that it have on your spirit.
yeah.
And that's what he's done over the entire earth.
Elder Yashimama made a statement a couple years ago now, saying everything we see that's going on in the earth stems from that one lie he told Eve.
Yep.
Thou shalt not surely die. Just by saying that, this bitch ate it, passed it to Adam, and now he was like, now we got what do you say? Now we got candy bars and fucking cereal, black and niggas with a black and mild on the freeway and shit. That was that just a joke, but it's a reality.
Yeah.
Look at this shit, bro. This is all off that one little lie. And that's why all this gotta be thrown down for it to get to righteousness. You can't exist like this.
Going into venom, it's a venom of a snake. It's a particular snake called the Russell's viper, right? And it causes delusion. That's really what Esau's venom does, right? And it's called psychosis. That's what certain venoms give people, or the effects of certain venoms when they
It
get
can
bit.
make you hallucinate.
Yeah, exactly. It says mental affection or derangement,
Yeah.
right?
It made all the people mad. Meaning, like, it makes you fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's why all these people are confused. The wine is manufactured in Babylon,
Yeah, that's right.
and then it has to get,
Distributed.
distributed to the world.
Hey, Revelation
In the form
18.
of their democracy.
Yeah.
So,
So now you got women in Dubai and in some of these Middle Eastern countries. Hell, you at the fucking end of in Pakistan.
Yeah, talking about she ain't going.
Talking about she ain't leaving. And they allowing this bitch. I'm like, yo. So they must have taken a little bit of that wine over there too.
I think it's small have behind her.
They got possibly.
That makes no
Yeah,
sense.
you can't realize them like
Because if that was one of they women, man, they would have got her ass
Over her
right.
head.
Being as an end of it, that's the worst kind, man. Right? But as you're saying, that psychosis or those hallucinations is being deranged, man. Mentally undisturbed or mentally disturbed. Right?
6.
And that's how Esau gets you. He offers this little prize, or what you think is a prize, just because it's different, right? And then you fully get into it. Next thing you know, your family has to move because It took the resources away from your land. You know, he took
Wasn't living
your
good.
life away, man.
Yeah, tell you, if you go spread the word, I give you some more.
Yeah.
Well, you see what he's doing over there in Gaza? He's already talking about building fucking resorts and shit. And setting up skyscrapers, you
Yeah.
know? And how they're sitting on top of so much natural gas. And how they're gonna America's just gonna take over that. Like nothing. Like they didn't just bury 100,000 women and children and men in that place. Like the blood is not even dry yet.
Yeah. As soon as they can get those cameras and reporters and social media out of there, they gonna really start to molding people down and take them out. You know, the world sees what's going on, but everyone's just standing by. You know, shit, fuck them, man. That's how they did us. Everyone stood by and watched us be destroyed. You know.
Yeah. See, and he's good at mind manipulation, mind control. Well, he can make you think that what he's doing is actually profitable for you, but it's really to destroy you. This whole fourth industrial revolution, the way they're painting it, they finna make everybody around us drunken with that shit.
Yeah. And looking at us crazy
Yeah.
because we're not going with the program. We're getting down with it.
Right. What they say, convenience, right? That's gonna be a huge sell on people, man. And it's brought in gradually. Hey, well, listen, you don't have to do this anymore because now it's an automated process. And people don't think like, well, you doing that process is it's nothing, right? Something as simple as you scanning your own groceries.
Yeah.
People are tired of doing that just because, oh, well, my time.
Yeah.
Well, look at what happens when you take away that process of doing it, of everything being automated. Now it has to be a system put in place where, hey, that technology has to be within you.
Yeah.
I got two examples. One of them is microwave.
Yeah.
How convenient was the microwave? Yeah, it's cooking. It's hot. I can't say cook, but it's hot a lot faster. But it's full of radiation now. And the other thing is, and it takes all the nutrients out, right? The other point was, what are you going to fill that time? What are you so pressed for time? What are you doing with that time? Well, he's got something for you to do. You're gonna save so much time being in his system that you're gonna need something to do. He's got something for you. You know, to work to keep doing, making his AI work well and adapt to humans. It's the Matrix. You know, I'm just saying that, speaking as a man, not saying that's what the prophets say. We know it ain't gonna accomplish that, but what he said in the Matrix and in Black Mirror, well, he had people down there literally pedaling on the bike to keep the power running. In the Matrix, they were really turning to a battery that ran the machines.
Yeah.
Like so this is the type of ideas. Now, it's an analogy in movies, but this is the type of ideas that he wants. But he don't need 8 billion people to do it. He only needs about 500 million to run what he wants to. His smart cities that he's trying to do.
The 15. You mentioned convenience. They're gonna see. They're gonna push the conveniency of those 15-minute cities where you have everything that you need in a span of 15 minutes. And people gonna buy into that shit. People are gonna soak it all up. Like, yeah, you know what? It makes sense.
Why do I need to travel to Hawaii?
Right.
I can see it on this
VR.
Could be VR, yeah.
I can be there. Then they got ambiance. They got all
Yeah, I was just about to say, he saw it make it to where the effects, like this one thing out here, where basically they'll blow like a specific wind at you, the sound system.
Yeah, it's like 4D. Yeah.
Then the little scent come with it, like ocean smells. And that's what he said. The Matrix said, what do you consider real? When he tells Neo about it, he says it's just I'm trying to think how he said it. Just a series of electrical impulses given to your brain.
Yeah.
And then you believe that to be real. So that's all he has to do. And what does he develop? The brain chip. So imagine those that don't get the brain chip. They're going to be dull in life. Trying to find a way to get to that status so they can live. Black Mirror, y'all that know about Black Mirror, man, go back and watch it, bro. Good episode. set up.
Yeah, what they're creating, I would call it a techno theocracy. Basically, when you break it down, a theocracy means rule of God. If you add the technology to it, it's pretty much a technical rule of God.
Yeah.
You know, or a technology God rule.
Hey, well, Elon just said that.
Yeah.
In this interview, I can't remember who the interviewer was, but he said this next God will be technological. You know? It was a different. It reminded me of the dude that Hunger Games, the reporter. That's kind of.
I gotta pray.
Yeah.
Real quick, Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness he will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, it's just not in him to be right, man. This is how he was created from the beginning. His rule or his position, was to be the wicked upon the earth, man. And then, well, I'll say for this appointed time, you know, his position was to be the wicked upon the earth. And the time to come after this eon, after this age is destroyed, he's going to be the servant under righteousness, man, under the elect.
Yeah.
He's
doing his job, you know?
Yeah.
He's doing it perfect. I got real quick, Psalms 10. I'll start at 3 and jump down. He says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth.
Yeah. Hey, and just like that, man. Hey, here it is. Everybody's watching this folly ass game, not understanding that they're being attacked, man. You know, that Esau's gonna. If Esau say, hey, in order to watch the Super Bowl, hey, we need y'all to take the CHIP. You know how many people would take that shit just to continue their folly?
You know, I'm glad you said that because they're developing systems now in these arenas, these stadiums where you got to have that. You got to have it on your phone. You have to at the new one, the Intuit Stadium where the Clippers play. You got to have it's a facial recognition for the tickets. So eventually, you know, and we know when they bring it, it may be the biggest Super Bowl ever. You got undefeated against undefeated, and you know the best defense against the best off, whatever. They're gonna blow this thing up. But to get in, you got to have, you know, yeah.
That's why they keep on incorporating, you know, more and more technology into your everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
It's to condition you, get you prepared and ready for it. Gradually. You know, before you know it, you got to be completely immersed into this system in order to live a regular, everyday life. You know?
They were trying to show us that years ago when they had a commercial with PlayStation 9, they had like the nanotechs going up the dude's nose into his brain so he could connect to the system, to the game, the video game.
Yeah.
Years ago, like way back.
Yeah. And you see how people are so accustomed to it now. Just get one person to get them to ditch their cell phone for just an hour, 2 hours. It's hard.
But
It's gonna be hard for them.
But the closest thing to that is those VR goggles, man. They could
That's
put it on
another
your
one.
face.
Earth put you in virtual reality. Hey, matter of fact, y'all know about the PlayStation outage that they just had?
Yeah.
They had an outage. Motherfuckers was losing their fucking minds.
Yeah.
They were losing their mind because of the outage. So these people ain't gonna be able to live without this technology. They're gonna really wonder after the beast. They're gonna fall for it and bow their knee to that image, man.
Yeah.
You can see it.
That VR is witchcraft, bro. My nephew got one, and I had that shit on. You had that shit on long enough, your head, you start to get a fucking headache. You know, you start to. It's weird. Go ahead, bro.
So many sensors. You're speaking on like the frequencies in your brain. That's why it's called virtual reality, because it's like you literally there.
Yeah.
But it's like it's small, but your eyes seeing it. It's like it's crazy.
Man, back off what you're saying too, it's unnatural lighting, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's why before you play a game, it'll give you that warning by saying, "Oh, this game is called seizures," right? So, and that shows you even in that Esau is trying to create some joy, quote unquote, for you, but at the same time, it's literally killing you, or it has a potential to harm you, right? You play it long enough, and you'll fucking lose it, man. It'll have your neurons misfire and give you a seizure, man.
Yeah.
And you said it. This is science, right? It's hitting on the serotonin and dopamine. You get all these hits from these games and these shows and this technology, and it's unnatural. You didn't do nothing to earn it. I had a debate with I wasn't even debate. I was cuss him out, but I was telling my nephew, like, man, let's go to the park, man. Let's go. He didn't want to go. He's like, don't you want to be
They
able
don't
to
want to
make
go
a
outside
shot
at
or
all.
learn to dunk?
They don't even want to go outside.
It's like, why would I have to learn to dunk or work out to grow to learn to dunk when I can just do this? He went in the video game and dunked. Hey, he went out there and got a natural dopamine hit, didn't want to leave.
It's like for example, when if you actually go outside and like make a fire, how your eyes they don't get strained by the sight of that fire. But in these games, the fire it'll fuck with you. You know, you could hallucinate in a video game. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember years ago, it was like a Pokemon show years ago. Pikachu did like a thunderbolt and it had flash and it was giving kids overseas seasons, man. So I was like, man, I ain't looking at people, you know, like, yeah.
In that game in itself, you have people that was walking off cliffs.
Oh, Pokemon Go shit, yeah.
People were walking into traffic. They were walking off cliffs because they were so like stuck in that game, man.
And it wasn't VR.
Bro, it was this.
Wow.
So they can literally see the world around them. But hey, that's how how much witchcraft creates, man.
Hell yeah.
Last verse, Psalms 10, verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
So that back, you have something now called emulators or simulators, right? It's a bunch of simulating games. Like you have police simulators, you have like chef simulators. Basically, that's trying to capture that life into that video game so you can fully submerge yourself into it.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, but all that shit is wicked as hell. Because it's not you. It's an avatar that's presented as you, completing those actions, man. But people they have something like farming simulators. Well, go actually plant some fucking seeds, man. Like you can't eat the crop of a fucking video game.
Yeah. Like you build your own, your own farm and then water it and, they got these motherfuckers thinking that they can really farm.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
You just wait 3 hours, you spend your coins and you get your
strawberries.
Yeah.
3 hours for strawberries, whatever. Yeah, a lot of strawberries shaking. The reality pipe what he wants.
Yeah.
Which is still quick. Yeah, but you get to eat the strawberries.
Get the reward of your work.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of that scene in Matrix when he was eating that holographic steak. It's like people are going to get to the point where, like you all know, I've already said, attackable animals. It don't even have to be the real thing no more. People are going to be satisfied with just the taste buds and the illusion of the real thing.
Well, according to this Nahum 3 and 4 in the NLT, it says, all this because Nineveh, the beautiful and faithless city, mistress of deadly charms, enticed the nations with her beauty. She taught them all her magic, enchanting people everywhere. I am your enemy, says the Lord of heaven's armies, and now I will lift your skirts and show all the earth your nakedness and shame.
So we could, all it takes is an EMP to hit, and all that's gonna get thrown out the window. Something simple as that. But until then, these people are just getting deeper and deeper, just grabbing closer. Women's themselves, Remember when they did a poll with women? How many of you women would choose your social media over the man of your dreams? 6 figures, 6-pack, the whole 6 foot, the whole shit that they want. They chose the social media. He can't provide, but it provides. What?
Constant attention every day.
You look up and you just think about it. When you see the likes go, you post something, as soon as you post it, instantly 2-3 likes, right? You come back an hour later, it's 1,000 likes. You come back a day later, it's tens of thousands of likes. Every time they see that, they just like, ooh, they feel like they just got money or something. Like something like they just got rewarded or something. So taking a picture.
They don't even engage in the actual notification. They don't
Some.
respond to nobody or nothing. It's that satisfaction.
Exactly. still going on.
That's crazy. And that's the highest
And they like the sound. This is what I heard about them.
They go
like,
west.
They like the sound of the notifications going on.
Oh yeah.
Like shit that real people ain't even thinking about. They like that. Like the sound of notifications going on. Ding, cha-ching, and then all of whatever sound effect they got. That gives them that boost.
Well, Apostle Paul said it. He said in the last days will be perilous times. Men shall be lovers of their own selves. Men shall be lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. So you seeing that, and Esau is giving people the platforms and the avenues to fulfill it. Yeah, eat up that tree. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah.
We'll provide you whatever you need.
He'll let you OD on that
He'll
tree.
let you OD.
That's like the point.
That's why this man gotta be taken out, man.
Suggest something?
You know the priest had the Urim and the Thummim, which is basically the screens that we're looking at, the TVs, the internet or whatever. That was given to the ancient Levites, man. They pretty much they was the only ones that's supposed to have that technology. It was given to regular either the other tribes or heathens, man. It's fucking.
We're watching what
crazy, man.
We're watching what will happen.
Yeah. Anyway,
They had the Wi-Fi connection to the spirit world.
Yeah.
The real World Wide Web.
Because your return was like Google, but it's full of righteous answer,
There's Exodus 28 and 29. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel and the breastplate of judgment upon his heart. And when he goeth unto the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually, and thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and Thummim, basically perfect light. And they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goeth in before the Lord, and Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually. Yep.
Okay, the answer. They prayed that the Urim and Thummim get off the light and get the answer.
So basically, shit, the elect men supposed to have,
technology.
Technology.
Yeah.
Not these heathens. Because you see what happened when the heathens get this technology. Everybody's destroyed.
You said perfect light is like the ultimate wisdom.
Oh, you still have one? Dayala, you have one still?
Oh yeah, come on. Ecclesiastes 10 and 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. In low place.
Hey, well, just a thought of it. We're really the rich.
Yeah.
We're rich in wisdom, rich in the spirit. The same viewership should be in front of the prophets. The viewership that the Super Bowl's getting, that as we hear right now, that viewership should be us.
Hey, the truth is, it is gonna increase.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but it's gonna take hell. Because Jake ain't gonna snap into it until they see that, until it affects them personally.
Hey, if I could read that same verse in the NLT, right? It says, verse 6, it says, I'll start at 5 again. It says, there is another evil I have seen under the sun. Kings and rulers make a grave mistake when they give great authority to foolish people and low positions to people of proven worth. The prophets are supposed to be treated with a higher regard, but they're the least respected. You got to be a celebrity for your words to be respected nowadays. You gotta be rich, have a high net worth, have some kind of influence, and people will listen to you. They'll respect you. They'll respect your authority. But the prophets, They don't get that treatment. You know?
I just haven't pretty much goes with that too. Everything is upside down, you know. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Yeah, we brought that up earlier, man. These servants upon horses, Esau in his position of power, they pushing this venomous philosophy into everybody. They are the true princes of the power who have the real wisdom, that is going to run the whole world in righteousness, right? Hey, we're under this devil, man, but that's due to our disobedience, you know? Hey, Yahweh Shema Shah put the basis of man over us for a lesson of how not to rule it, man. Because in the kingdom, hey, we're going to have the perfect, man. And the heathen are going to enjoy it. Right? Hey, when the scriptures talk about a continual employment and the forces, they're bringing in the forces of the Gentiles, the gates get open continually. Hey, they're going to love bringing their increase unto us, man, because they're going to see how beautiful the world is in unison, in unity, man, in unison, right? They're going to see how the animals interact with everything. You know, they're going to see that the ocean is thriving, that the air they're breathing actually heals you as you're breathing it in, man. You know that the water they're drinking is helping, right? The quality of everything is going to be at its
price on
yeah, right. Yeah, you don't have to work your whole life to get a piece of it, man. It's instant for everyone, man.
This is Sirach 10, 30 to 31, right? It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
Right, because here, even on this side, hey, you look at something like the Super Bowl, Jake is still, idolized for their talents, man. Right? And that's on every level. That's in terms of music, that's in terms of athletic and physical capability, even mental. Jacob is the former of all things. We've created all the inventions within the society. Something as simple as a street light. Hey, people don't understand that Jake invented that, man. Hey, and we understand what it say, necessity is the mother of invention. He was probably watching a bunch of Jakes get hit or ran over by something. And he was like, man, this shit gotta stop, man. So, yeah, so Jake invented it, man. And that's for everything. So, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? When we get the fullness of what the blessings entail, man. When we get to Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 15,
I was going to add to what you're saying. This is why this process that we're going through now is so important, to be able to judge righteously.
Yeah.
With this type of with the riches that we get. That's why Solomon was so honored, because he didn't choose like, I don't really need the money. What I need is to figure out how to rule these people.
Yeah.
I need the will. Please give me the wisdom to be able to rule such a people as this.
Yeah.
Because we know how Jake is. Jake is creative. Jake want to be the best at everything.
Yeah.
Including wickedness.
Yeah, Jake is creative in wickedness. Like you tell a Jake, explain something righteous to Jake, they be like, okay. But if we talk about how we can go rob a nigga, Jacob, okay, we can go through this door, and you stay right here. Jacob plan that shit out like they gonna have backup plans and shit. And
Jake to exaggerate the way to use it right, and they'll automatically figure out how to master it.
Jake had the police radios and listen to the scanners and shit. Do the wickedness.
Solomon got older, he had started turning to the mother gods. And he was putting hell on Israel. He was putting them through rigor, slavery, as you just said.
He started using that same level of wisdom. And it's funny.
The vibration of Israel changed. Because when he started tapping into the mother gods and dealing with the premiums, it ruined Israel. That's why after his rule, we started having wicked kings that started rising up.
Yeah, because when he changed, it was like a lack of discipline within Israel.
And that's why it trickles down from the king. That's why this society is as fucked up as it is, man. Because look at who's ruling. You got a lifeless devil, man, who's telling everybody, oh, well, this is correct, this is right, this is that's why, what's that, Isaiah 5:20? It says, one to him that call good evil and evil good. Hey, Esau has turned everything upside down, man. Yeah, all right.
I got a little point. It says, verse 31 at the top again, it says, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
He that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? And that's evil.
Yep.
He's dishonorable in riches because, hey, though he has the power, no nation likes this man. Everybody hates him. Hey, even when he has these so-called peace meetings, they really don't want peace with him, man. They just want him to be out of their way for the moment so their nation can grow.
Yeah.
Right?
They're just agreeing to get the fuck out of
Exactly.
here, pretty much.
Exactly.
There's a difference between being feared and being respected.
Yeah.
You know, and just because you're feared, don't mean you're going to be respected.
Hey, so when he gets back to his normal position of being a servant, hey, then every nation will know he should have never been in power, man. Hey, but it was for that point in time for him to be so. So that's how the Lord made it.
But he's a tyrant. You know?
That was it.
That's the only way he knows how to rule. Through tyrannical means.
Yep.
Whether you if I don't get my way, well, now you have to pay with I'll bring it in my military. Okay? And then if you don't sign this deal, well, I'm gonna threaten you with force.
Yep.
You know? So these nations, they don't really make deals with this man because of his great wisdom, and he's just, you know, he's so beneficial to the earth and to the people.
Fair.
They make deals with them because they don't have another choice.
Yeah, Esau turned around and said, we're giving them freedom.
Yeah.
Hey, look at what he did to
He did
Mexico.
slavery, right?
He just did that to Mexico. He said, if y'all don't want me to put tariffs on y'all, then send 10,000 troops to the southern border. And you know what they did? They sent them troops because they didn't want the tariffs on them. But they didn't want to deal with them, you know? But they, is in a sense, they were forced to economically, you know?
Back in Sirach 42, verse 21, this is in the GNT. The orderly world shows the greatness of his wisdom. He is the same forever and ever.
And that's the beauty. This is gonna. I don't want the preacher to go back to this because all this fake technology that's hitting endorphins wise, the natural way still hits the endorphins. There's nothing like when you plant something and now you're starting to see it growing. You clean up the yard, or you clear off a plot of land, and you start building your house. You got the cornerstone and all of this set up. And you're looking at it. You sit back like, yeah, I'm accomplished this now. I'm eager to get back to it tomorrow. I'm fishing out in pool. We did 8 tonight. Now I'm eager to get back to whatever the task is for the next day.
Yeah.
Now people, society's making it to where you just want to be sit around and just do nothing.
You remember when the Nintendo Wii came out and everybody was playing like Wii Sports, the bowling, the tennis, and all that? Hey, everybody enjoyed it for the simple fact that they could play these sports in their houses. But when you actually play those sports physically, the energy you get from completing that activity is unmatched, man.
Yeah.
But Esau got everybody comfortable in that space of, okay, you don't really need what you're doing, but I'm gonna give you the illusion that you're doing it anyways.
We played Wii sports for 2 hours, bro. Never broke a sweat.
Sitting
Think about that.
down,
We playing.
sitting down doing the
Bro.
shit. Just whatever,
We
shooting.
had the Michael Jackson game.
Yeah.
Master that game sitting down.
Sitting down
You know what I mean? Like that's where the mind's going.
with a drink in your hand.
I'm saying, but if you were actually out doing them dance moves, not only is it going, your circulation going to be better, your health is going to be better, it's good exercise, but everything is going to benefit you. They're the natural endorphins, not overly like with these little kids watching these cartoons. They eat a bowl of cereal, all that goddamn sugar, and then they watching cartoons eating that. You know how much their brains are being triggered and fired on? Yeah, just like it's overwhelming.
You're not really developing no skill by doing that stuff. It's like an illusion that you're doing something, but you really don't have skill.
The coconut be fucking the kids up, man. All the bright colors and shit, man. Fucking them up, man. They should.
It's pulling you away from your natural purpose.
Exactly.
You know, it's when you're just so accustomed to not doing anything, but you're under the illusion that you're doing everything. What kind of world is that? That's a bizarro freaking world. But that's what he's creating. You know, and all it takes is for everybody to be under strong delusion to have that dynamic. You know. He has to put the world, he has to place the world under strong delusion, under all these, all this witchcraft, mind control, anything that's going to supply you with the desires of your flesh. That's how he always rolled.
Yeah.
We got serious situations going on. But where's everybody's mind at? What is they focus right at? Fucking Super Bowl. And your fucking your Caesar, he's there now. He's supposed to be overseeing the country. You done made all kind of enemies. You talk about how you got illegals and enemies from within. What the fuck are you doing sitting at a damn football game for?
Right.
All you see this nigga at fights, bro. That's how you know he's not really running the country.
He ain't running shit.
He's a Caesar. He's just there. He's just part of the show. He's part of the circus, man.
Yeah.
Well, he's further proving that he's Nero.
Yeah.
Nero, that's what he was into.
Bread and circus.
He was into the gladiator arenas and watching motherfuckers kill each other. That was his entertainment.
He already told you people the Chiefs gonna win. He already told you.
Right now, I'm pretty sure the game started already. I don't know.
Yeah, it started.
They had the flyover. The crowd was fucking roaring. The pride is out the roof. The eagle is flying and just, oh, fucking catches and shit, man. It's crazy.
Knowing the whole shit is rigged.
Fuck.
Niggas pulling out their hell over this shit. Like, it's all entertainment, man. They know who gonna win.
Yeah. And, everyone said, I kind of want the Chiefs to win just because so they can see that it's fixed. Because everyone says, oh, the refs and this. Like, yeah, I hope they do win. So you stupid motherfuckers will wake up. I'll watch it like, yeah, okay. Of course they're going to still watch it. Yeah. They don't care. Yeah.
Like y'all brothers was saying last night. Y'all people ain't learned y'all lesson yet, man. Like January 1st, being in the big crowd. That's the wrong place to be right now, man. And I think you were saying hey, like the planes falling and shit and all these other different tragedies and that shit happening. That shit ain't far-fetched, man, because we in them times. The scriptures say to be circumspect, redeeming the time because the days are evil. A couple of years ago, it was the train derailments and shit. All of a sudden, it's plane after plane falling out of the sky. So shit like that is gonna happen, man.
And people don't understand how rare a plane crash is.
It's been like 9 of them.
Like that's rare, considering how many thousands of planes fly or in the air every day. For a plane to crash,
statistically, car accidents are far more frequent than planes. But this is like the thing that's happening now. Because I was watching the video, he was like, all this is happening. Like you can't. Where you gonna go? Like you're scared to drive. You're scared to fly. It's locking everybody in their home. It's pushing you to stay in the house. Just catch it on the internet. Romans 13:12 about this all last night. It said, I'm reading NLT. Romans 13:12. It said, the night is almost gone. The day of salvation will soon be here. So remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes and put on the shining armor of right living. Because we belong to the day, we must live decent lives for all to see. Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties and drunkenness. So the natural things that we should be doing on the earth, you should be having a garden if you can. If it ain't illegal all the way yet. It's halfway illegal now. You should be out there raking your lawn, trimming the hedges, doing natural things that should be done. Right? But now, what are people doing? People won't even change. They see the shit that they're into. Motherfuckers is too faded driving around. But what do you got? You got people trying to be up with the Joneses, and the Joneses is full of wickedness. Okay, but the scriptures are warning us to take that off. Go back to the old path. Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties and drunkenness, or in sexual promiscuity and immoral living, or in quarreling and jealousy. Instead, clothe yourself with the presence of the Lord Yahweh
What you just
Shai.
named was all in that car that just drove by. Everything you named was in that car.
This what we doing right now, and what brothers is doing all around the world. This shows a separation, man. That's why the scriptures say, "Follow not a multitude to do evil." When you see the mentality of these people walking around, driving around, they in a completely different spirit. So they're gonna get a completely different outcome.
Yeah, imagine when Noah was building the ark, man. You had niggas that was barbecuing next door, talking shit, partying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where's the rain, Noah? Hey, what is rain? You know, just extrapolate, man.
Right.
You know how wicked niggas are.
Throwing water on them.
Yeah. Oh, is this your rain? You know? Hey, until what happened? Until Jake felt them drops on their ass, man. Then niggas was begging to get into the ark. But the scriptures tell you what? Hey, the Lord sealed the ark, man. He sealed the door. So in the times that we're coming to, as long as we're in the safe haven of the truth, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, hey, we're gonna be protected. Hey, while these niggas, everybody you see that's driving by, watching this game, hey, these are all fuel for the fire, man. Cause Jake is in the wrong spirit. You got niggas that's hurrying up out of their car to go put in the bet. They're at halftime, man. You know, completely lost of what's actually happening. Hey, once the game ends, you back in your hell, nigga. Like, you gotta go right back to work.
Don't matter who wins.
You ain't make no money.
Exactly. Like, all this is a complete distraction. Distracting you from the true realities that the hell was coming, man.
We got one more verse. Verse 14. Instead, clothe yourself with the presence of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Hey, that's really the armor going back to Ephesians the 6th chapter, man. That's what we have to be clothed with, making sure that we got all the pieces of that armor on in order to fight, man. Because Jake is out here naked. Lacking, bro. You know?
And don't let yourselves think about ways to indulge your evil desires.
Yeah, hey, we not missing out on shit, man. We not missing out on nothing on this side, man. Fuck up Super Bowl. You know? We're looking forward towards eternity. We can have fun when we can rest.
How many motherfucking Super Bowls you gotta watch, man?
You know, the niggas know how to catch and
Same
throw and pass.
30 plus years, bro, I've been hearing about the Super Bowl. Like, come on, man. You know, when is this shit enough?
How fast can Jake run?
This shit is like a national holiday.
Yeah.
And then when you go to work the next day, really for the next week,
Bro.
that's all you're gonna be hearing is motherfuckers talking about how, oh, you saw how Patrick Mahomes threw that pass.
The ref called that
You saw
flag.
that flag that the ref called. Did you see? It's rigged.
Yeah, you gotta hear about a bunch of bullshit for the next week because these niggas can't get this Coliseum game out their heads, man. You know? Hey, but a nigga ain't gonna talk about how engineer famine is happening right before their eyes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, with all these tariffs, it's being placed on a lot of these imports because of your man DJ Trump. People about to start feeling it, man.
Yeah.
Right.
They gonna make y'all feel that shit.
Yeah.
Where's all the executive orders to bring down the price of rent
Right.
or
Yeah.
food, groceries? Where's the executive orders for that?
Like you said, bro, niggas ain't thinking about that right now. They full off chicken wings and pizza and burgers. They ain't thinking about,
Tennessee,
yeah.
here.
This nigga Trump is a hypocrite because he put those orders out to stop all that frivolous spending going out. But he's at a football game where these niggas is getting paid 30 million, 50 million, 100 million a year. That shit, they don't gotta get paid that amount of money. That money can go towards something more
Hey, bro,
important.
America boasts about, you know, all of these things like that, right? If the morals of America were so true, why aren't doctors getting paid as much as NBA players?
Sheesh.
You know?
Or teachers?
You
or
got LeBron
economic
making how much? Yeah, the teachers.
First responders?
Yeah.
They get pay like $20
Bro, off of hooping.
50 million. Some of these players making 60 million.
Content creators, gossiping, and they're making more money than engineers.
Yeah. Oh, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Only
What's that chick called? The chick from OnlyFans.
the one bitch that made what?
Like she makes like 40 million.
40 million, 45 million or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know, but she's a thought, you know. Bitch like that would get paid more than somebody who saves lives.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get this precept. Luke 17 and 26 in the AMP. It says, and just as it was in the days of Noah, so will it be in the time, the second coming of the Son of Man.
Yeah, the second death, man. 'Cause the first death was with water. This one shall be with burning and filled with fire, man.
The people were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying, they were being given in marriage. They were indifferent to the Most High God until the day that Noah went into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. It was the same as it was in the days of Lot. People were eating, they were drinking, they were buying, they were selling, they were planting, they were building, carrying on business as usual without regard for their sins.
Yeah.
But on the very day that Lot left Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone, burning sulfur from heaven and destroyed them all.
Yeah.
So how much more in this wicked ass kingdom?
Yep.
Because nobody's aware, nobody's paying attention. Ultimately, nobody cares. And what's the scripture in Job 10? I think 22. It says the land is as darkness itself. Hey, this is this place, man. Hey, with no regard of the light, man. Here it is. Every weekend, and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. In every major city, you got brothers standing out there on the highways and edges telling you of what's the hell's to come, man. You know, and to pay attention, and most importantly, to repent. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. Hey, but what does Jake do? Jake continue to walk on by. Oh, y'all niggas tripping, man. What? America can't be destroyed. We got the greatest military on earth.
Jake,
We know every excuse a nigga can bring up, man.
Jake don't even inquire no more. Jake, they so far gone. Like, you remember, like years ago, Jake would inquire, what's this about? And, oh, I know this. Jake walk past, they just, Jake don't even want to walk. Jake naturally just, yeah.
Hey. That's not out of Jake, the average Jake, they heard about us on a scoffer on TikTok.
Yeah, yep.
So they don't want to engage. Yeah.
Water, bro. I got one too. Real quick. This is Proverbs 15 and 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly.
Yeah, folly is joy to those that are destitute of wisdom, man. Hey, Jake, and you always see the niggas who have the quote-unquote most fun, them the worst niggas on earth, man. You know, everybody knows Jake like that.
Nigga that always
party,
always want to turn up.
Always at the club.
Like, nigga, it's a Tuesday.
Or always, drinking or something, man. Yeah, like you said, on a weekday.
Nigga, it's Tuesday, man.
Like,
That's
yeah,
work
Jake.
Oh, man.
Jake come to work 2 hours late, 2-3 hours late, and come to find out, yeah, I was drinking last night. I was lit, so I'm late. Like, you dumbass, man. What about your priorities, man?
Jim come to work with it in the flash.
Oh,
yeah. Party at work.
Yeah.
Go out in the car on a break.
Okay.
Roll up on the way going in and get the drink on the
Jake will come in high and then hop on the forklift and fuck some shit up.
Bro, you ain't lying. That shit happens.
Yeah,
Like,
first thing they do is
Yeah,
Jake already know. Turn your badge in, man.
Yeah.
You ain't. You know you dirty, man.
See, that goes back to this society. It's all about decadence, overindulgence and shit. And it's just, all it does is keep your mind numb. You know? It's just to keep you sedated and numb to everything. People taking pleasure in that. What's that in Isaiah 47? Thou that are given to pleasure and dwell careless. That's what you see. So it's easy if an enemy nation decides to invade, the citizens, they're for the taking. Easy. Because they're as soon as you come in, they're fucking high, they're drunk, they're bloated.
Yep.
You know, they ain't got no energy.
Nope.
They're gonna be booty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, what were the three characteristics of Sodom and Gomorrah? Those 5 cities?
It was pride. Pride was the first one.
Pride,
Fullness of bread and idleness.
Idleness.
idleness. This is what they're setting up for this place. For the world. This is what they're setting up. To where you have pride that you don't. The pride is basically against the maker. That's where the pride is really set at now. It's against the Heavenly Father.
Now you think about it, those three characteristics. That's what you see taking place today.
Yeah.
And it's the moment
Pride.
of the country.
You know, just
Everybody walking with their jerseys.
everybody got their jerseys, and memorabilia. You know, their flags, and then the fullness of bread. They all ordered like 20 boxes of pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100 wings.
100, lemon pepper, buffalo wings.
Ice chest full of beer.
Yeah, ice chest filled with Bud Ice.
Another ice chest.
Modelo's.
Another ice chest full of the hard shit.
Yeah.
The Hennessy, the vodka and shit.
Soda for the kids.
Capri Suns for the kids.
Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord also was crucified.
That's the whole point. They're still living bodies, but they're dead spiritually. So they're dead. So they might as well, if the spirit is dead, why not the body be dead?
Yeah.
So they gotta destroy it. But why? For the same issues that went on in Egypt, but more so what we're talking about is the Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, and I think, matter of fact, you right there, you're close to it, the one Jude about Sodom and Gomorrah, about the example.
They made examples.
Yeah.
7.
I be forgetting it's all still a click.
Jude chapter 1, verse 7. It said, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth an example suffering vengeance of eternal fire.
And that's what comes. That's what this place is. Y'all so bored, you done got creative with sex. It's one way to do it, man. It is for one purpose to do it. You know, really.
He said eternal fire. Now Sodom and Gomorrah, which I believe that's the country Jordan. You know, around that area, Jordan is it still burning?
Right.
No, it means the memorial, the memory of it. You know, what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah, it went down by fire.
You mentioned that about the smoke will go up forever here, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing. It's not going to be on fire forever. It's going to go out eventually, but the memory of how it went out is going to be forever.
Yep. Meaning like 1,000 years into the kingdom, even when we get rid of Esau,
Yeah.
Babylon is still going to be not inhabited. It's going to be one big empty wasteland.
That's how he's going to come up. He's only going to be brought up on, hey, why's that land way over there so that big desert? Yeah, well, there was this one guy on the earth, he was red. What? He had no pigment.
We're going to be able to teach him.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to teach him. Just like how we can read about what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities, they're going to be able to read about what happened here.
Yeah. You know, when we teach the heathen, they're going to...
And they're probably going to ask, why?
Yeah.
Like, well, this is why Sodom got destroyed.
Yeah.
This is the behavior that was not tolerated by the Heavenly Father.
This is not our children. It's the heathen we're teaching this.
Ezekiel 16:49 in the NLT. Sodom's sins were pride, gluttony, and laziness, while the poor and needy suffered outside her door. She was proud and committed detestable sins, so I wiped her out, as you have seen.
Sounds like America. That brother correlated it right there.
And the Lord is saying that basically He compared those acts of Sodom and Gomorrah with Jake.
Yeah.
He was cussing out Jake in that chapter. Judah and Israel, y'all both are acting like I'm gonna compare y'all to them neighboring cities that are destroyed. You're doing you're living in you're walking in the same footsteps.
You walk over there right now, I bet Jake calculates it more than anybody. with that game over there. You got with them same energies on it. You're gonna find a same-sex couple over there. You know, you're gonna find a whole lot of food over there. And he's laying around doing that. And the work is, the harvest is plenty, the laborers is few. It's over here. All them people really need to be edified, but ain't nobody over there thinking about the work of the Lord.
Nor do they care.
Some of these people called off, so they don't have to, because they finna get, you know, wasted and they're about to eat crazy, you know. So they're not gonna even go into work tomorrow. And that's what this is all. Hey, same thing with Thanksgiving. You know, the reason why you got Thursday and Friday as like a extended weekend is because when they did all that slaughtering and then they went and they had that feast, they ate till they couldn't move. So they was like, yeah, we give some additional days, but we ain't gonna do shit.
This is 2 Peter 2 and 4. For God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with the overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
I got a question. Who are those angels?
144,000.
It was Jake. That was us in our first estate. You know, we got cast down.
Sons of God.
Yeah.
Sons of God. That's what it says.
I was gonna say both. I don't know if you still sensitive, but I was gonna say he used both of those moments in history, those destructive moments in history, Noah flood and Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what this place is gonna represent. The second death,
Yeah.
the flood was the first death, and then but it was gonna take place like a Sodom and Gomorrah type fire and brimstone way.
They're pretty much historical reminders.
Yep.
All right, of the Lord making examples out of, you know, previous empires that went against it. And America is the most the most rebellious one since the Tower of Babel. You know, so that's why the Lord's gonna bring, you know, a high level of destruction that, you know, the world has never seen to this place.
Right. So forget about what Trump and these people are saying about restoring this place back to greatness, man.
Right.
You can kiss that goodbye. You know, the Lord has other plans for this place, and to be able to see that and believe it, that's a gift. You know, we know that this place has not. The time is running out. The clock is ticking on Babylon the Great. You know, and like the brothers kept reading, it's gonna come at a time when all these people are carelessly out here just going about their business, not concerned. You know, all it's gonna take is one big event, for this place to finally just collapse. Because the Lord said it's gonna in 1 hour. You know, so all the plans of the elite about turning this place into a fucking 15-minute city everywhere, and you know, and surveillance for eternity. That's not coming to pass, man. They're only gonna achieve so much of that. You know?
If I can get this one real quick. My brother's got something too.
This brother has something too.
Okay, God. This is real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 10 in the Good News translation, starting at verse 6. It says, "Wisdom rescued a righteous man while the ungodly people were dying. He escaped the flames that destroyed the 5 cities. You can still see the evidence of their wickedness. The land there is barren and smoking. The plants bear fruit that never ripens, and the pillar of salt stands as a monument to one who did not believe. The people of those cities ignored wisdom and could not tell right from wrong. Not only that, but the remains of their city still reminds us of the foolish way they lived, so that their failure can never be forgotten. But wisdom rescued her servants from the danger.
Let me, our brother found the quote for me. It's a worldly quote. I forgot who wrote it.
George Santayana.
That guy. Right? It says,
It says, those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat itself.
and that's what those cities are set up like that. To be a memorial. People remember this is what happened. This place will become a memorial unto the heathen. This is why you don't live this way.
All right, I dare one of you brothers to give a precept that backs up that quote. Read the quote again.
This is the quote by George Santayana. It says, those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it.
What scripture come to mind?
I'm thinking there's nothing new under the sun.
Ecclesiastes 1:9.
That's another one.
That's another one.
That wasn't the one.
Did you read 2 Timothy?
No.
No.
That one.
But see, that's the thing. This society prides itself on its education. You know, we got the best school system, universities, prestigious, all bullshit, right?
Right.
And you know all this history. You make all these documentary films, but you ain't gonna learn from it. You're gonna continue to follow in the same footsteps.
Yeah.
He go deep into the Romans and the Greeks, man.
Yeah.
They know exactly how Rome felt, and you're repeating the same pattern.
Same playbook. Same. Ain't gonna be the same results, but even worse for this place.
They have a greater level of pride. They're thinking that, okay, we're going to do something different.
Yeah. Well, they went.
This is where we went wrong.
Yeah. Now we gotta.
We can fix it this time.
Nah.
Parallels of the Roman Empire to the new revised Roman Empire. It's ridiculous, man.
Clearly the
That's
same.
uncanny.
To even the folly, the shopping malls, fast food. Rome had fast food as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government structure, the architecture, the Senate. You know the.
It's just.
You keep going, man.
It's just more
The
wicked.
education.
The technology with it's more advanced. It makes it just more that much more wicked.
And it's non-stop. Like, you got places like Vegas that's 24 hours a day.
Yeah. New York City.
And you got the internet, so it's,
Yeah.
you know, the bullshit can reach all the way across the world in seconds.
I remember somebody said, I think it might have been a comedian or it was something. He said the problem was when cable TV came out, technology, right?
Yeah.
Because now you got little kids staying up all night watching TV. I think I don't remember from Robert Harris, it was like they can't get no ass. Because kids up all night still watching TV.
Taking no notes. Taking no
Yeah,
notes.
because now you got a reason to be up at 2 in the morning. Back 50, 60, 70 years ago, you wasn't up at 2.
Hell no.
Once that
Hey.
national anthem came on at midnight, that was like, you up late.
Yeah,
Take your
that
ass to sleep.
TV went off.
Right off.
Yeah, ain't no more, ain't nothing on TV no more.
Everybody sleep.
Ain't nothing on TV no more. You know? Now you gotta shut it down. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. People don't know when to go to sleep now. Now they're just up and then now look. Now they got the, y'all talking about who's a ham that got the internet, y'all talking about?
Oh, Amazon. Jake down in Amazon. Yeah.
Now they up 2, 3 in the morning, middle of the night with wombats and shit flying around and shit. Watching porn.
Watching Pornhub.
Man,
Amazon. Jake Asher.
you supposed to be your ass asleep.
Right.
So this is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the foundations of earth are out of court, man.
Yeah.
Because he is ruling, right? And he want even those that were at peace. He's like, nah, fuck that.
There can't be no peace now. I need some history.
Yeah,
And your circadian rhythm is off.
gone.
You know, your phone has something on it. What's that blue light or whatever? Something that's, and it's like a warm light that's supposed to make you start winding down. Like,
Even I was about to even speaking on the phones right now. And he is he has like the cameras, like if you have like a home camera system, right? Even when you're at night, your phone is like flashing every 5 seconds, and you can't see the flash with the like naked eye. But your camera in your house can pick up it flashing on your face at night. Yeah, it's like every 5 seconds it takes a picture of your face. Yeah.
Think about all the wickedness. Wickedness is around us all the time. You know, it's can't escape it in this society. Like you said, you mentioned your phone, shit that we don't even see. Like invisible gases and all this shit they blow in the air. It's
I was gonna say this. Last night when I went to sleep, it's like I could feel my phone was close to me. Like my arm felt like warm.
Yeah.
So I moved it out like, yeah, I'm kind of got a little headache. So I moved my phone, set it down, further down away from me, and like by my arm, I could put it there. I set it down on the floor over here, now I feel it like by my knee.
You could feel that radiation like instantly.
Yeah, and that's what I thought, oh, that's the fucking radiation.
Yeah.
I go put on the charger now, it's magnified it, through the house.
It's like
This is how they do shit.
and most Jakes need their phone to wake up. So, the alarm on your phone. Like fuck, so you gotta have it within reach.
If you get up early, you don't want to wake everybody in the house up.
Yeah.
We'll do that. All damn night or whatever. This ain't the way life is supposed to be. Okay, but all the people are conditioned to that. We've been enchanted. Now we use it because we're a part of the system. We're in the world. So we're not longer searching the same shit the rest of the world is searching. We're looking up these lessons and doing more research and watching videos, reading scriptures and Bible on the phones, while the world is looking up draft picks, and draft kings or whatever to make a bet for the game today. It's doing, let's see what happened last night. Another trade in the NBA about to change the world, the NBA world. Who cares? Jake's mind is not on the Heavenly Father.
Lamentations 3:22. It is of the Lord Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed.
Yeah, because in this world, everything is set to fight against us, man. And even your nature. And that's because Eve has made everything to where it's adverse to Yahweh Shai, man. Like you were saying, a phone, something that in this society you need just to function, to handle business. It's like, damn, even when you're not on it, it's still fucking you.
You got the high-speed internet in your house. You shouldn't have to have no black tourmaline all over the house just to block RDF or RFID.
It's funny, I thought about that last time. I need to get some sunlight. Just happen to sleep with it in my pocket. God dang.
What was it? Sunlight?
Tourmaline, different stones, black stones. A lot of stones. I kind of wore some of that off.
Yeah.
Damn. Can't even rest.
It says, it is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed because his compassions fail not.
It goes into, for the elect's sake, in Matthew 24, the time is sped up.
Yeah.
We'll be able to eat poison and live. All these things, because society and the world is against us, we'll still be able to accomplish our mission.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like you said, because you said I brought up eating poison and live, and we were just speaking about, putting all the different bugs in your freaking food.
Yeah.
That was starting February 10th, 8th, 10th, one of those days. Yeah, so the 10th, man. Mealworm powder in your breads and your pastas and your certain condiments.
You would never know the difference because they're gonna put those flavor enhancers in it, so you thinking, oh, this is ketchup or this is a burger, this is beef.
He'll label what foods have it in it, but that's bullshit because he don't label all the poisonous food.
You gotta.
He'll use some name that we don't. It's not a common name. It's a scientific version of it.
Yeah, you gotta look it up, and Jake ain't got time to do all that shit.
So I saw a video. I saw a video. I was talking about the FDA, talking about drugs in food, right? I kind of remember what it said. It was something like there's a regulation for the FDA like if someone puts something in a baby food, do they have to tell you? Is it they regulate to have to tell the people that that's in there?
Nope.
Said, no. Do you have to go back and compensate them for something that happened by taking that? No. There's there was a series of questions that went with that. It's like, damn, so what's your purpose then? And the video was angled toward Trump getting rid of a lot of extra government spending and extra money and shit, but think about that. Food and drugs, they can put certain chemicals and drugs in the food and don't have to ever tell you about it. They don't tell you what it is. Like you said, they'll change it, not change it, they'll use the scientific name. Well, enzymes, what's in these enzymes? What's in these flavors, natural flavors? Why you don't tell me what the flavor that is? Why would you tell me it's natural flavor? Natural flavor probably isn't natural.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
Because
They have to tell you it's natural, it ain't natural.
because they'll take the mealworms or whatever the hell it is to make salty flavor. They'll take some shellfish or something to make, you know, a salt or whatever. It's like that. No, you got it.
Ecclesiastes 3:15 in the NLT. What is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before. Because Yahweh makes the same things happen over and over again.
To add to the people, to really Jake, though, but the people start realizing I'm going to do the same. That happens on a micro level with people in the earth. Sometimes you'll find yourself going over the same type situation. They may be a little tweaking it,
Like
so
deja
you
vu.
learn it. Yeah, so you learn how not to fall for these same things. And one beautiful thing, once you start to grow in this truth, something that you may have fell for before, you learn that I don't fall for this no more. You know, and it's still around to make sure you still don't fall for this. You see it a mile away, and you know how not to fall for no more.
Catch that judgment.
Yeah. Hey, because when you first got caught up in it, it was a light judgment. But later on, when the stakes are higher, and you still get caught up in it, it can take you out the truth, which is the ultimate. Yeah, it'll put you to death.
That's why it's a destructive mentality when people be like, oh, that's been happening for years. You know, our grandparents went through it and so on and so forth. But you don't understand that when it says, how did it go? It says there's no new thing under the sun.
That's one, right? But they said it the other way, right?
That lets you know, like,
What is happening now has happened before. What will happen in the future has happened before.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's because it's the behavior of the people. That's the very definition of insanity, man. It's doing the same thing but expecting a different result, man. People became pretty much accepting or content with the conditions, but they're not acknowledging their own behaviors. Your own behavior is able to change what's going on, the condition of the world.
I was gonna say, kingdoms are reincarnated also. You know, America's no different. America's it's Nineveh, it's Rome, it's Greece, it's Babylon, Egypt. You put all those places individually were wicked, and they were judged. They went down. Now imagine putting all of them together. The amount of wickedness that's gonna pile up on a place like that, and then the judgment.
Because America is all these different pagan empires personified, all together. Because
Some bug out with scarf.
all these different idols, these different religions, all these different
some bug out with
nationalities,
scarf.
all these gods, all these customs,
Most wicked customs.
con,
Took them all.
and it's all in a mixing pot.
One of the brothers,
Esau, he
Spiritual Art
did his
144,
research
he deleted it.
on these past kingdoms, how what caused them to thrive so much. What were they doing? Their dark magics, their science, and he applied that to himself. The worshiping idols and sacrifice, and that's nothing new.
No.
It's the same deities, the same idols.
Yeah.
It's just repackaged.
Yeah. Repackaging Christianity. repackaging, you know, all these different philosophies, witchcraft, voodoo, shit, sports entertainment. You know,
Bread and circus.
Bread and circus, yeah.
Like the occult, that's not new, man. This devil, he tapped into that from the Canaanites were doing it.
Yeah.
The Egyptians, all these people were doing that stuff back then.
Sons of the wicked.
The Barracks, you know. So he tapped into it. And look, he thinks he's the shit. You know, he's striving.
It is Jeremiah 50 and 21. And it reads, go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, says the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So actually, real quick, Merathaim, y'all know what that word means?
What's that?
Merathaim?
Merathaim, Jeremiah 50 and 21. Look up the word
That's a good
Merathaim.
word to
Because it's basically what we're describing now, man.
Babylon.
Yeah. It's the word out.
It's Merathaim.
Yeah, Merathaim. Say it again.
Yeah, Merathaim means double rebellion,
Yep, yep.
another name for Babylon.
Exactly. Which is here. A double rebellion, man. This place is rebellious against Yahweh Shai on every level. As the brothers were describing, it took all these captivities, all the wicked ancient empires, it took the worst aspect of them and placed it in America and multiplied the wickedness, man.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, so how, like you said, how much greater is the destruction of this place gonna be? That's why Jeremiah says what it says, man. No longer shall it be said, the Lord liveth and brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but it shall be said that the Lord liveth and brought the children of Israel out of the land of the north, man. Because the salvation and the destruction of this place is gonna be that much greater. To where the whole world after this is gonna be ruled under a righteous government, man. Right?
Yeah.
Where everybody is gonna have to come into and adhering to the laws of the scriptures, man.
Yeah, to show you just the level of wickedness. You even go back to the time of the sons of God, where all the, you know, still the same shit. You know, idol worship, child sacrifice, homosexuality, you know, you name it. It got so corrupted that the Most High had to translate Enoch.
Yeah.
So, just so that he wouldn't get altered by that, because it was so wicked. You know, I believe there's a precept in Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, and somebody can get it in the GNT. But the Lord had to pretty much translate Enoch and get him away, because he could have been corrupted as well. I think it's like around the 10th, starting around like the 10th verse.
Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 10 in the TNT says, once there was a man named Enoch who pleased the Most High, and the Most High loved him. While Enoch was still living among sinners, the Most High took him away, so that evil and falsehood could not corrupt his mind and soul.
Can I say something real quick? Something that's important. What do you think the Apostle Tahar is doing with us? He's got our minds away from the minds of the world and got us deeper and deeper into these scriptures. This is what these other camps don't understand. They're so caught up in trying to go out and cut somebody out or cut somebody in the scriptures or make money online that they don't realize they're missing a lot of key pieces, you know, to this truth. Things that they can be using as time to get your mind more immersed into.
They're not getting the nutrients out of the milk.
Right.
You know, they just eating but not really understanding what they're digesting, man.
That's why you'll have a bunch of dudes in that camp. And the only time you ever see them is when they marching or something. You know, like IUIC, they out in New Orleans right now. Sakari is as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there? Why you can't teach where you at in your city?
Yeah, right. Let something go down.
You got to be where there's a big, all kind of commotion and a big, you know.
Niggas want to be the center of attention. You know, it's like clout. Yeah, niggas want clout. And if something go down and they get caught up in it, oh, pray for brothers, man. Shalom, to you, you what are they called? What are they called? No. What are they called? What are the Sakari? You know, pray for the Sakari brothers that was down there that got caught up in the. They ain't praying for you niggas.
Don't find me for the funeral and shit.
The name itself, like, come on, that's a sign, you know. Name of their camp, church, whatever. Sakari.
Daggerman.
What the hell are you gonna do out there?
No, they gotta partake of the Father. It's not just about the ministry, because if it was, they wouldn't have to go out there. You could just preach, man.
Yeah.
Let him finish this verse.
Verse 12, back in the Wisdom of Solomon 4:12. We all know that people can be so fascinated by evil that they cannot recognize what is good, even when they are looking right at it.
Yeah. And it's so easy. It's so easy, man. And they do it to children every day in this society. They don't know what they're looking at, but it's right in their face.
Right. Yep.
These cartoons is corrupted.
YouTube.
All the content
even fucking
that they viewing, they don't even know if it's right or wrong. They just they're seeing it.
Even
and then it just become desensitized into their mind.
Even kids YouTube.
Yeah. That's how you get corrupted. That's how you get altered, man. So that's why the Lord has a separation where the elect, they're not going to bow their knee. They're not going to be taken by these devices. The Lord, He made it established. I've created 7,000 men that will not bow their knee to the image of Baal. They're going to be loyal to me, to my word, to my protocol. Satan ain't going to be able to pluck them out of my hands. Because a legacy is being preserved, man. A legacy of righteousness. And it started with the elect through their faith. Right?
Innocent people can be so corrupted with desire that they can think of nothing but what they want. And that's what the Lord is going to do for the elect, in that He's shortening the days. It's like a different, it's like the same version of what He did with Enoch, but like expanding. The Lord is going to take the elect out of this wicked world before they become corrupted, before that God was able to be get in their mouths.
Yeah, and that's why once He get us up out of here, He's going to have to change us immediately, so that corruption doesn't follow us, because it's not going to be able to be transferred over into the kingdom of heaven. None of that's going to be able to carry over into the kingdom.
Get into the chariot.
No. Hey, the Lord said flesh and blood could not inherit the kingdom.
It said corruption cannot inherit incorruption.
Yeah.
So what's corrupted? It's the sinful flesh. Corrupted. Because our spirit is willing, but our
spirit is willing, but your flesh is weak. Yahushua said that.
Yahushua said that. Yeah. Paul said it the other way.
Yeah.
That I would do and all that.
Yep.
Two more verses. It says, the Lord was pleased with Enoch's life and quickly took him out of this wicked world. People were aware of his departure, but didn't understand. They never seemed to learn the lesson that the Most High is kind and merciful to His own people. He protects those whom He has chosen.
Yeah, they didn't understand his departure. Maybe in their minds they thought the Most High, he got abducted. So something evil happened to that dude. They probably had evil thoughts, but they had no idea. The Most High took them away from you wicked niggas, you wicked people, man, so that you wouldn't corrupt His soul. But right now, the Lord has it to where the elect, we gotta, if we of those men, we gotta be amongst this. We gotta witness it, we gotta see it, we gotta fight against it. We gotta fight the desires, being in this flesh. That shit is it's a major fight, man.
Hey, but in fighting against it, the Lord is preventing us from being in it.
Yeah.
By having the Spirit so hot on us that we despise it, man. Because every day it gets worse and worse. So really, Yahweh Shai is just increasing our hatred for this shit, man. You know? So when it gets to the point where it's stupid heavy, hey, it's just gonna be a denounce on our end that we have to do, man. You know? So he's preparing us for that complete attachment to where we gotta let everything go, man. You know? And he's gonna be right there, hey, the spirit, hey, helping us fight it.
Yeah, even Yahweh Shai, when he said his prayer, he said, I pray for them, I pray not for the world. He also said, I pray that thou should not take them from the world, but that thou should keep them from evil.
So I have chosen them out of the world.
I chose them out of this world. You know? So no matter what the disciples were going to go through, Satan wasn't going to be able to overtake them. You know?
In Wisdom of Solomon, it says how the Most High proved him for himself. So that goes back to the very beginning.
Yep.
This brother wanted Ezekiel 9 and 4 in the GNT. Go through the whole city of Jerusalem, just the people in one place, and put a mark on the forehead of everyone who is distressed and troubled because of all the disgusting things being done in the city.
Like Lot. It talks about how vexed Lot's soul was. The filthy behavior of the wicked. You know? His spirit was agitated. You know? Because like we read earlier about the things that were happening in Sodom. These people were lazy as hell. They was eating all day. They was freaking off every day. They was living in luxury. They didn't care about the poor. So it agitated his spirit, man. He was vexed. So the Lord here, this is a whole different time period. You had certain men that was just like, man, we're disgraced with our nation, man. Look at our people. Look at the idols that they serve. Look what they're doing. Look at our priests selling that.
Brothers got their own things like that particularly vexes them the most. The thing I hate the most is the fucking faggotry that goes on in America, man. I have to work with them. I have to deal with them walking, in the store.
Yeah.
They every fucking where.
You can't do nothing, and you can't do nothing about it.
Nope.
You can't do nothing about it, man.
Yeah.
Because the laws are there to protect them. You can lose your job if you even make a remark about hate crimes. You know, you might have to endure getting harassed by one. You know, they might because they know that they can get away with it because of the law set in place. So they'll even, you'll be on a job and they'll be, just looking at you. You tell them like, you got a problem? Anything all right? And they, and they can just stare at you. They're old, yeah, they probably even follow you around and shit, man. And what could you do?
You can't say shit.
This was a righteous world. You be able to put his ass in the dirt.
Put him down.
Put him down, man. But you get locked up if you do that.
Man, you can't even look at them wrong.
Yeah.
Or have because they'll say
they can go to HR on you
and say I don't feel comfortable, or some shit like that.
So you can't do that though. You can't go back, even if they looking and flirting at you. You can't go back and say that.
No.
Now you're picking on them.
Now you're not accepting their sexuality.
Yeah.
Hey, that's vexing.
That's vexing all the way. I've had that happen to me at my job. And I was so angry, I was like, you know what? Let me just tell brothers, send them up for me.
Send them up, yeah.
That's even better. I ain't got to do nothing. You know?
Even worse than when it's your boss.
Oh, man.
I've had a boss.
Yeah.
I got the
Think about it, yeah.
Genesis 19.
I had two. Straight back.
Genesis 19:1. But there came two angels to Sodom at even. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot seeing them rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
This is funny because you started all the way up and it shows your nature more. Yeah, you got it.
And he said, behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house. and tarry all night and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly.
You know they had demons on him, cause he's at home. These motherfuckers are outside of his door, and they're trying him. But it said that they was gonna basically remain all night there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll wait even till the sun comes the next day. We gonna be out here. That's
To show you how bold those demons are, even today.
Yeah.
It represents that boldness of even now. Man.
I never been to Atlanta, but I heard they bold out there. Yeah.
yeah.
You can't, like you say, you can't do shit about it.
I went before I was in the truth. I don't want to talk. I didn't do nothing. I'm just saying, like, it's like it's the cat calling and all that. It's no different. It's aggressive.
Yeah. Frisco
Hey,
is always.
let's go hang out. Like it's just being friendly and making a friendship.
Yeah.
But it ain't based on that. They want to put you in a compromising position to do stuff.
It's sick. And it's like they're trying to provoke you.
Yeah.
They're trying to provoke you. They want you to do something about it. Hey, I don't know what reality show this is, but that dude that was on that balloon.
I saw that. Yeah. And he started putting hands on that nigga.
He was putting tips on that
Yeah.
motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
It was a fucking transmission. It was
Yeah.
a dude dressed in drag.
Yeah.
And he made some.
Remember the one Jake that had like he was on the balloon popping show and he was kind of
He was that
buff dude, plumber dude. Yeah.
He was swole and shit. And the women was getting on his head and shit because of how he.
He started roasting them.
He was roasting them women and shit. He was on this show, and words was being exchanged, and he was like, "Hey man, don't talk to me like that." And then she must have said he said something else, and then he just got up, and they squared off.
Yeah.
And he put tips on her. Yeah, her, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get the pronoun right. I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah. Science experiment.
He put tips on it, man. He might get in trouble for that
I was about to say, they in charge of the hate crime?
shit. Yeah. He might get in trouble for that shit.
Yeah. In Atlanta, I mean that's just a hate crime if you
Yeah.
beat up one of them, and even if they're the aggressor, you still go to jail for beating on them.
Yeah, let me read this in the NLT. Verse 1, 19 and 1 Genesis. That evening, the two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom. Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Then he welcomed them and bowed his face to the ground. My lords, he said, come to my home to wash your feet and be my guest for the night. You may then get up early in the morning and be on your way again. Oh no, they replied. Well, we'll just spend the night out here in the city square.
He's still talking to the angels now. Yeah, this part. Yeah.
But Lot insisted, so at last they went home with him. Lot prepared a feast for them.
Hey, good thing they was out on the streets. You know, you're gonna see what's gonna transpire. You gotta go.
Complete with fresh bread made without yeast, and they ate. But before they retired for the night, all the men of Sodom, young and old, came from all over the city and surrounded the house.
Young and old. Talk about a gym full of niggas. You know, you go to the gym, there's all ages in there. But you go to certain gyms, there's motherfuckers, when you go like where the lockers and the showers is at, motherfuckers walking through there, butthole fucking niggas.
Shit, vexing as fuck, man.
You don't even want to be in there. You shouldn't be in there.
Right.
I'll show you how fast word travel.
Man.
Word travel fast.
Yeah. And just you know, use your imagination when you read the stories. These are men, all right? They were different in stature, you know, strength, and these motherfuckers was, man, they was rough. They standing out there probably holding their rods and shit. All kind of shit, bro.
Sick ass.
Damon.
They're like Damon.
Yeah.
They out there with boners and shit. Just you could just imagine it. Good.
Verse 5. They shouted to Lot, "Where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them."
They were probably jealous.
Bro,
They were probably jealous. We won't in on that orgy. I know that's what y'all doing, and that's what you do around here. Lot was like, nah.
It's not
I'm
good.
trying to
This
protect
house
these
don't get
men.
down like that.
Yeah,
It's not that kind of party over here.
Niggas like you.
Right. Well, I
You might want to get away from this dog because you don't want to deal with these men I got in this house. They're not men. Just put it like that. They're not your ordinary men. Go ahead.
Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them. So Lot stepped outside to talk to them, shutting the door behind him.
He got a fucking reason with him. They ain't trying to reason. They got too many demons. You can't reason when somebody got so many demons on them. Ain't no reasoning with them.
Yeah.
You can't talk to them. They're possessed. Yeah.
Please, my brothers, he begged, don't do such a wicked thing. Look, I have 2 virgin daughters. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do with them as you wish. But please leave these men alone, for they are my guests and are under my protection.
so I got 2 daughters.
Yeah, 2 daughters.
Virgin daughters.
Virgin daughters. Fresh coochie, man.
But they had that David spirit.
Yeah.
Like what was that? In that
Tupac.
When they was at the party. Christmas party.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, man, I ain't worried about these hoes.
Who the nigga she with?
Who that nigga she with?
That nigga look magically
Who
delicious.
that nigga she with? You know?
We laughing, but this is high level wickedness.
Yeah, that's what kind of spirit you gotta be in and be a Hollywood actor. You gotta have that homosexual spirit. Verse 9, it says, stand back. They shouted, this fellow came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge. We'll treat you far worse than those other men. And they lunged toward Lot to break
you. She's gonna make a penitentiary scene. Shut up, man. Basically threatened you.
Yeah.
And they lunged toward Lot to break down the door. But the 2 angels reached out, pulled Lot into the house, and bolted the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house, so they gave up trying to get inside.
That means it was even a point where they was blinded and still trying to go down.
That's how you know they was out of there.
It was already blinded with rage and passion.
Meanwhile,
And it probably made them angry.
Yeah.
Anymore.
They started just boom. Come out of there. We know you in there. You know. We know y'all still in there. Can't even see.
Yeah.
verse 12. Meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot, do you have any other relatives here in the city? They asked. Get them out of this place, your sons-in-law, sons, daughters, or anyone else. For we are about to destroy the city completely. The outcry against this place is so great, it had reached the Lord.
That remind me of Revelation 18. The sins that reached into heaven.
I want to say, just throwing it at y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all should know this. That was the point of why they were there. Now, what does the word angel mean?
Messenger.
Messenger. They came to deliver that message to him. They didn't come to nobody else, and they even like when I'm in the scriptures like that. When you look at how he reasoned with him now, come stay with me. Like you start thinking about it, like come stay with me.
He ministered to him.
ministered unto them,
Yeah, it's them.
then they turned and delivered that message. Let me go ahead and hook you up, man. I'm gonna wash your feet. Y'all gonna eat the freshest foods. My wife and daughter's gonna hook this up.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna be out there with all these fat niggas. You know?
I got fresh bread.
But what happened because of the gesture? Because the gesture he gave him was a natural gesture that the Hebrews are into, not the Canaanites in that town, in them towns, right? And what happened? He ended up getting spared.
It said, "For we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord, and he has sent us to destroy it." So Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, "Quick, get out of the city. The Lord is about to destroy it." But the young men thought he was only joking. It said,
they take this message as a joke.
Yeah. They think,
We're telling you, hey, separate from this place. We're talking spiritually, not to have to leave and go, but to separate spiritually from this place before you get taken with it. Destroyed with it.
It's polluted. It will destroy you with sword destruction. Rise ye and depart, man. And it's like it don't even cave in to the pressures of this place. You know? Don't cave into tolerating this bullshit. It's like it says even in Romans the 1st chapter. And all they that have pleasure in them that do so are worthy of death. Because, you know, Jay could get to the point where, man, as long as it don't come to me, you know, it don't affect me or whatever, man, I ain't gonna judge. No, no, fuck that, man.
either you with it or you against it. Ain't no. I think the Apostle Gabar said this back a long time ago. Ain't no word for maybe in Hebrew. Nah.
Language is too straightforward. Still got more.
verse 15. It said at dawn the next morning, the angels came insisting. Hurry, they said to Lot. Take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here. Get out right now, or you will be swept away in the destruction of the city. When Lot still hesitated, the angel seized his hand and his hands of his wife and his 2 daughters and rushed them to safety outside the city, for the Lord was merciful. When they were safely out of the city, when they were safely out of the city, one of the angels ordered, "Run for your lives, and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains, or you will be swept away." It said, "Oh no, my lord."
I would have scared the shit out of me. I would have did what I did. I'm hearing this from the angels. Hey, hurry up, get the hell out of here. Don't stop nowhere. Don't stop in the valley. Take your ass into the mountain, or you're gonna get swept up in this judgment. You gotta say no more. I'm out. Plus, I was tired of this shit any damn. Yeah. That's why, like, when that time comes, when the Lord comes to take this place out, ain't no soul going that's gonna think in the back of their mind, yeah, in my childhood house, man. I remember that place, man. You know, my Xbox, my PlayStation. Yeah. Damn, man, I paid a lot for that Hellcat. You know, any of them things going through your head, the Lord gonna leave you down here, man. You can go up and smoke with that Hellcat. Anything that you attached to. So basically, Lot, he wasn't attached to none of the shit he had. And he was willing to take his family and jet and get the hell up out of there.
He had a lot.
And he had a lot, man. He had more than any of us up here got.
Yeah.
And then some. All of us put together. He had man.
That's why the wife was like, well,
This
hold
because
on.
he was Abraham's nephew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, Abraham.
He had substance. He was rich.
That's why they had one. That's why he went to Sodom and Gomorrah. Because he got too much money and it was.
They had to split off.
The servants fighting against each other. All right. And Yahushua said, remember Lot's wife. So that's why you brothers that, you're not supposed to be up your wife's ass, man.
That too. Hey, if she happened to get weak and she take the seat, don't fold. Don't fold. Remember Lot's wife.
That's another situation that can easily be tied to who did it the wrong way. Adam. Adam did it the wrong way. Adam knew what he wasn't supposed to do. But she gonna all of a sudden show up and give me a new revelation on what the Most High directly told me?
You ain't gonna be able to tell the Lord, I took the chip because my wife took it. She said it would be all right. So I
we should take it out later.
Yeah.
Nah. You go ahead. You got it. Yep. And that man is the house. I mean, the man is the head of the house. He ain't. Yeah, he the final decision maker.
So, verse 18. Oh no, my Lord, Lot begged, you have been so gracious to me and saved my life, and you have shown such great kindness. But I cannot go to the mountains. Disaster will catch up to me there, and I will soon die. See, there is a small village near.
No faith.
See, there is a small village nearby. Please let me go there instead. Don't you see how small it is? Then my life will be saved. All right, the angel said, I will grant your request. I will not destroy the little village.
Now, what I thought he was saying, I thought he was already talking to the other people in the city. But that was Lot saying, nah, I can't go there. Send me, have me somewhere that where I can be safe for the long term. I thought he was already talking to the people in the town where you can go choir and say, hey, how many is there 50? Would you say the town?
That's later. Yeah, that's
later.
Yeah, it said, but hurry, escape to it, for I can do nothing until you arrive there. This explains why that village was known as Zoar, which means little place. Lot reached the village just as the sun was rising over the horizon. Then the Lord rained down fire and burning sulfur from the sky on Sodom and Gomorrah. He utterly destroyed them, along with their other cities and villages of the plain, wiping out all the people and every bit of vegetation.
So to speak. Because it's a burning stick, man. Or burn there.
But Lot's wife looked back, and she was following behind him.
Yeah, so like what she was referring to was actually the previous chapter.
Yeah.
Because it was Abraham that was
inquired.
He was inquiring because he was worried for his life.
But Lot's wife looked back, and she was following behind him, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Abraham got up early that morning and hurried out to the place where he had stood in the Lord's presence. He looked across the plain toward Sodom and Gomorrah and watched as columns of smoke rose from the cities like smoke from a furnace. But Yahweh had listened to Abraham's request and kept Lot safe, removing him from the disaster that engulfed the cities on the plain.
Yes, sir. So think of what he went through, his experience. Compare that with how the Lord is going to deal with his elect. The Lord saves his elect. It's going to be in the same, well, not in the same exact manner, but the Lord's going to show that same kind of mercy. Like I'm going to put y'all in a safe place so that you don't succumb to the wrath of my indignation. And I'm going to judge this place. We'll see it last.
I thought it was probably grab you. Next to be on the path.
Yeah, Isaiah 26. It is Isaiah 26. And 20. Yeah, 20.
It says, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Yep. And get Zephaniah. I believe it's 2 and 3. Zephaniah 2 and 3.
This is Zephaniah 2 and 3. Seek ye the Lord, all the meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
See that? You might be hid during the Lord's anger, man. So ultimately, like he pretty much hid a lot from his anger when he judged Sodom and Gomorrah and those neighboring cities.
Yeah.
He hid Noah and Shem and Japheth and their wives from his indignation during the first death. You know? So when we get delivered out of Babylon, that's the Lord hiding us from his anger. Okay? That's what it's going to be.
And it's fitting if I add this, to the same as blood on the doorpost, Passover, to be passed over. You know, that he won't come and destroy, the destroyer won't come and destroy those that be in there that follow the orders. You know, so that the Passover is the next one to come up next month. So that still fits into the timing of everything being said. The same mentality that the new thing, the old thing is happening again. That's how it was said earlier. But yeah, the old things happen again.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. So just knowing how things are gonna just repeat itself, you know, that's why when the elect get beamed up, it says that they're gonna be affrighted, but they're gonna praise the Most High. You know, because the Lord pretty much he's gonna come through on what he said. You know, he's gonna come through on the things that he said. You know, we can't get thrown off because the Lord already said that these things would happen. He said, "I'll come as a thief in the night."
Think about that. We have a warning that these things are going to happen. We're still going to be, oh shit.
Right.
So imagine how bad they're going to be. We know they're going to happen. We're still going to be like, catch us, not only say just off guard, but we're like, oh. Then we're going to know to have to, if we had it on repetitive, praise the Heavenly Father, the Son.
Yep. Got anything else? That's it. Y'all brothers that got anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chapter 10 and 15.
Yeah.
Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
Glad you read.
Heck yeah.
Because here, the city here,
Man, this place shitted on the Lord's ministry, his servants, the prophets, his
Yep.
truth.
Yep.
It's made light of, it's scoffed, it's blasphemed.
His image.
Yeah.
They take the son, the Most High and his son, as a joke. Put this weak ass image up of him and made him all soft and, you know, all loving, and even some of these wicked ass people call out the Most High and his son. How could God do this? Yeah.
the good thing is talking about. What did you say? How did God be this
God
way?
already programmed us to be this way, and why are we punished for it? I can't serve a God like that.
Right.
Yeah. Got these proud ass women on TikTok and these different other platforms talking shit about the Most High and his son.
Just read it. There was some Edomite, I think it was Edomite, saying that God should repent or say sorry that he did to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh yeah. Proud ass fucking flea marks, man. Yeah.
Mama made a kind of a statement like that too. We didn't know Michelle was Michael.
Yeah.
He made the remarks. Now we see why.
That nigga looking bad now too. Michael looking bad. Michael looking like
amazing,
man.
ungraceful.
I I got real quick. This is Psalm 74:10. It says, "O God, O power, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Why withdrawest thou thy hand, even thy right hand, looking at thy bosom?" This is kind of like a psalm to get the Most High to react. React to all this pride and wickedness in the earth. Because your adversary, they magnify themselves. They really exalt themselves. It's too much pride.
It's not just against us anymore. It's now against you.
Yeah, directly. And the Lord already said, if it is not he that despiseth, he despiseth not man, but him that sent him. So anything that we suffer, ultimately the Most High feels that. So these scoffers and scorners and all these people that's basically enemies of righteousness, they're enemies of the cross. Hey, why do you think Paul said, for it is a righteous thing with the Heavenly Father to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. The Lord gonna get them back. It may not be just in an instant, because we gotta go through the suffering. But later, these people they're gonna get met with it, man. The Lord's just preserving them to that day. The Lord's long suffering.
Great wrath. Great wrath, right?
Yeah, I got a precept like what the brother was saying. Like you not when you go against the men of the Lord, you're not mocking. You mocking them. You mocking the men of the Lord, but you're really mocking the Most High. This is John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. You know, so yeah, because like I say, it's not us that's saying it; it's the Most High that's giving us the words to say and warn people about it.
Somebody else has something? You got you? Somebody hold it? No? Alright, well, hey, with that, we're going to close. We're going to give all praise, glory, and honor
to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakurash.
Then one to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone now rule well. As always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. We'll say shalom.
Shalom.